Okay, this is a demo of some of the kid-friendly features of the Piano Magic software, which was the original motivation for doing this in the first place. In the song list, there's a special kids section, and I've got a couple songs. And what I found when I was trying to teach my granddaughter how to play, I sat her down, and the first thing I tried to show her was middle C. And I could tell immediately that there was resistance to that whole learning process. She just wanted to play. She wanted to bang on the keys. And actually one of, you know, for the super young children, I just have a thing where you just bang on keys and it throws crap up in the air. And the message to this is, it's okay. It's okay to bang on the keyboard. So just do this very basic thing. The whole thing becomes approachable because, it actually encourages you. There's nothing other to do on this than bang the keys. There's no point to it other than just pushing on the keys. And I think that gets kids to, to see that, they can start to walk the keyboard, and it just makes it fun. But then when you get to songs, the first thing you have to teach a child is how to read music. And although they are in a perfect position to read music, that's not what they want to do. They thought they were going to learn how to play, but that's not what you teach a kid. You teach them how to read sheet music and how to translate that into your piano and rhythm and quarter notes and half notes and all that. So this takes all of that away. This gets you right into, let's just have fun. For example, Farajaka, one of the very first, kid songs that you play, because it's really easy. You can play it on one hand. So this is what Farajaka looks like to a child. And you notice the notes are falling down, and then they just stop. And the G key is blinking because you didn't press the key, so it's just waiting for you. And, if you wanted to turn that off, you could. You turn off key input and then it just rolls. You don't have to make it wait. But let's turn it on. Turn it on, restart the song. So the notes are coming down. Timing in this thing does not matter. Play the note whenever you feel like it or whenever you can get to it. But it will wait until you've played the note. You notice it kind of gradually slows down. I can play with one finger. Which is what a 4 or 5-year-old is going to do. And what you're teaching them is cause and effect. You've got this note that needs to be played at a relatively certain time. You got to play it. And then the length says maybe how long you should hold it down. And when you get done playing the song, it just exits. It doesn't tell you good job. It doesn't tell you what you did wrong. There's no score. It just exits so you can play another song. Now, even Farajaka, like a child gets bored quickly with Farajaka. So what I've found is their skill level goes up quickly. They go from wanting to play on one finger to wanting to play on 2 fingers and maybe wanting to play on multiple hands. And this just makes it a lot simpler to do that because everything's displayed visually. And you can worry about the sheet music later when you want to go to school and get good. That's fine, but at least you're familiar with the piano. So this is Baby Shark. And a child, that's only 3 notes. But then they're going to hear Baby Shark and they're going to know, oh, it's a 3-note song. And they're going to remember those 3 notes, and then they'll be able to play that on any piano they get their hands on. And they're playing, and that's what they're delighted by. So that's some of the things about Piano Magic. When you get to 2-handed songs, I've got one, it's Happy Birthday, which was the very first song I had my granddaughter play, but not this version. So this is a 2-handed version. So, oh boy, the learning curve went up really quick. Well, if the child doesn't like that, let's say you don't want them to play the chords. Let's just disable the chords. And now we can go back to one-handed. And you can play it on one hand. Or you can just learn to play the right hand. Now this one, you finally get to play a black key. And, you know, this, all of a sudden when you have to start teaching flats and minors and sharps, you know, if you ever try to teach a child, it gets complicated quick. So, but not here. All you do is play the notes. And if you only play two notes, the two notes will register, and you can get to the third note later. Whoops, the third note later. And then if I only play two notes in this chord, well, now I need to play the F, and then it advances. And so by doing that, you can teach one hand at a time. And there's also a repeat mode. This is a bad example because there's not many notes. But you can put this thing into practice mode, and it'll just loop a section of the song, and you just keep going through it. It just does a few bars, and you just play. So those are some of the features that are available to children to just help them. You know, you're not going to teach them sheet music this way, but they're going to have fun, and they're going to play on the piano. And most importantly, they're not going to just be banging on keys. They're actually going to be trying and, you know, making music that you can appreciate them listening to. And I think that's most important for children at an early age. Just make it fun.